Welcome to another video, Walk on the Wild Side, and I am here in Blackpool, just opposite the Pleasure Beach here, and just a bit of a quick one this for you. I've been quite busy lately, so it's been a bit difficult to make videos, but I'm not even going to show my face in this one. Anyway, what I thought I'd do is I'd take you right round Blackpool Pleasure Beach and we'll see what's going on. There's a few things going on, they're doing some work, we'll see what they're doing. They're even demolishing a building around the side. So, let's check it out. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll take you around this way. We'll go this way down Balmoral Road. This is where they're actually doing the demolition work and it's connected with the Pleasure Beach. So, we'll have a quick look at that while we go down this way, shall we? Down the back of the White Tower. The Pleasure Beach will be opening next month. At weekends, I believe. I'll put a link in the description to the website so you can find out, so you can make sure. I'll just give you a quick sweep of the promenade. It's quite murky looking today. Been a nice day, very cold, but quite murky. Yeah, about an hour away from sunset as I film this. So anyway, let's head down Balmoral Road here, past the White Tower and these gates here with Mr. Funshine, which was brought back last year. And this is the main car park here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, and they tend to put quite a lot of stuff in this car park here, rides and things like that. Okay, so that's the Travel Lodge here on Balmoral Road. And I'll just show you inside this car park here, this main car park at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. It's absolutely massive. Yeah, and they keep old rides in here as well. Look, they've got the teacups over there, look. Things like that there. You can just see the back of the Grand National there where it turns round. Yeah. It's a lot bigger than I thought, this car park. Anyway, I'm carrying on now to Bond Street. We'll walk all the way around the back of the Pleasure Beach. And just up here on the left-hand side, on the corner, they're knocking a building down. It's owned by the Pleasure Beach, and what they're doing is, I think they're just making a car park. That's what they normally do in Blackpool, isn't it? They knock buildings down and just build car parks. So we'll have a little look at this, shall we? Now then, check this out. Look at this. It's just a pile of rubble now. This was a massive house. And I think that one at the back is going down as well. Can you see? That one at the back, yeah. So all this is just going to be a car park. How about that, eh? Done by Blackpool Demolition, the same team that did, the Empire Bingo. And here's a look from the other side. There's the other building I think that's due to come down as well. There, look. Yeah. And there you go. This one is just a pile of rubble now. Anyway, I'm now on Bond Street. And Bond Street does actually go all the way around the back of the Pleasure Beach. I've done videos on Bond Street, but only on the shopping part. But it does actually go all the way around the back of the Pleasure Beach. So let's check it out, shall we? Now then, we can see Blackpool Demolition in here in the Bond Street car park. And look over there, can you see? They've got some big one track over there, and we'll see that a bit later on. They're actually replacing some of the track on the big one. So we'll check that out a bit later on. Anyway, let's carry on. Yeah, so this is the Bond Street car park here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, and this is where they used to have the R&D department. I'm not really sure where they have that now. But anyway, this is actually quite a big car park under quite actually. And just over there is a trade entrance to Blackpool Pleasure Beach. And just by that is the turn for the Grand National. Yeah, one of 3 wooden roller coasters here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Classic woodies. The Grand National, designed by Charles Page in 1935. Not a twin track like a lot of people think it is. It's a single Mobius loop, the Grand National. One continuous track that loops round on itself. I think it's the best ride in the park myself. The Grand National. Okay, so I've moved up a bit, still on Bond Street. Yeah, it goes all the way around the back. And here we are at another one of the turns of the Grand National. And I'm now at Watson Road. And this is the road that goes underneath the Pleasure Beach. Down here. Sorry about this traffic, it's really busy around here. Yeah, so there's the tunnel. Yeah, so we're just going past the tunnel there. I'll just show you around, to show you the other side of the Grand National there. It looks like it needs a paint, but I believe that they are working on it. They've got plans for it. Yeah. So this orange ride here is part of Nickelodeon Land. It used to be called Roller Coaster, just Roller Coaster. It's tamest of the big roller coasters, the big woodies here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. And the lift hill is where the lift hill for the vintage Velvet coaster used to be. Yeah, so that lift hill there is in the same position as the lift hill for the Velvet coaster. It's probably been all replaced, you know, all the wood. It's not going to be the same wood, is it? I don't think so, anyway. Yeah, the Velvet coaster was a classic coaster here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. They even named a pub after it. You can see the big one in the background there. We'll be checking out where they're replacing the track on that soon. They're actually selling some of the old track. Yeah, you can even buy a piece of the big one. Just making our way down Bond Street towards the other side of the Pleasure Beach. Just about to go past what was the old Space Invader ride there. That big building there on the right hand side, that used to be the Space Invader. I'm going to have to go in the Pleasure Beach, aren't I, this year? I never got in last year, and I never even got up the tower. Crazy, isn't it? Okay, so there's quite a lot of parking on this road at the back of the Pleasure Beach. So I thought I'd just show you the prices here. It's not too bad, actually. Up to 1 hour, £1. Up to 8 hours, £7. I don't think that's too bad. But it can get pretty busy along here though, so parking can be a premium. So there you go, we're just at the turn now for the big one here, and we're going to start to see where they're replacing some of this track here. It's just behind the Big Blue Hotel. Let's go and check it out, shall we? Okay, there's the Blackpool Pleasure Beach railway station over there. And another little car park. And I'll just show you around here. We're now up to the Big Blue Hotel, and this is the bit here, just behind here, the break of the big one. You see here, the break? This is where they're replacing some of the track. Right here. I'll tell you what, it's really busy, but I thought I'd give you a sweep of this area. I'm on Burlington Road here, and looking that way takes you out of Blackpool towards St Anne's down Clifton Drive. So there's a lot of hotels around here, you know. Yeah, that's the Delton just over there, and there's a bit of work going on the hotel next to it there, look. And we're now at the front of the Big Blue Hotel here now. We'll be able to see a bit more of the big one just down here, a bit more of where they're replacing the track. So let's check it out, shall we? Well, the Big Blue Hotel must be open because there are people going in. I wasn't sure if it was open or not, but it looks to be. And we're now just underneath the big one. Now look at that site there, it's amazing, isn't it? Built in 1994, and it was the tallest in the world for 2 years. The big one here in Blackpool, and just down here, can you see this here? That's the section which goes over the entrance, this part of the Pleasure Beach here, and you can see they've got a load of scaffold on it, taking all the track off, and that's the track that they're replacing there. Yeah, I'll just give you a wider view here now. You can see that section there all the way to the break is the bit that they're working on there. They have done it a few times, they've had to change the track and reprofile it a few times. The ride was built by Aerodynamics. Yeah, that company's no longer going now though. Now looking down the tram tracks towards the south, you might just be able to see the giant mirror ball there. Anyway, I'm now opposite the Boulevard Hotel. Check this out. Looks well posh in here. That used to be where the Star Pub was, by the way. You know the Star Pub? Yeah, the Star Pub used to stand right there. Yeah, so here we are right underneath the first drop of the big one. I think it's got one of the best first drops in the world, this, by the way. Amazing. Not been on it for a while either. Before I carry on, I thought I'd just show you this view now over the sea. Amazing. We're not too far from sunset. Look at that. Wow. Can you hear the sea? Okay, so here's a look at the big one in full. There's the lift tilt and the first drop, of course. That bit of track there is on the way back. And something about the second hill I've always wondered about. Why does it have a linear track going up there, you see, and then it goes over the top, of course, and then it's linear going down. I've always wondered that as it goes towards the turnaround there, but the rest of the track is just like a normal roller coaster. There you go. Yeah, so if anyone could tell me why the second hill has this linear fashion track, I'd be interested to know. Okay, so I'm now at the other side of Watson Road, and this is where they used to have the big space tower. Remember the space tower? That used to go right up here. It was about, what, 150, 200 feet or something like that. The windows were terrible, you couldn't see anything out of them. But there's a horror crypt over there. I believe the chap that used to run that now has the Crypt Cafe in town on Burley Street. And that's where the space tower was, right there. Yeah, I've got an old picture of it as well. Check this out. The old space tower. They moved it to Frontierland in Morecambe. And it was there until not that long ago as well. It was there only a couple of years ago because Frontierland shut down. Yeah, they shut the place down. It was, it just... You know, there was no one going. But the space tower, the old space tower, had to stay there because it had a communication mast on the top. They had a contract with this communication mast. So the space tower was there for years in Morecambe before they eventually took it down. I think just a couple of years ago, so there you go. Yeah, and that photograph of the space tower, you could see them painting Ocean Boulevard here, which was, they were just finishing off at that time, around about 2000, something like that, if my memory serves me correctly. So I'm just underneath the turnaround for the big one here. Pizza Hut's open. Ripley's isn't, believe it or not. So there you go, that was a little look around Blackpool Pleasure Beach, middle of winter, just to let you know what's going on. They're opening on the weekend of the 12th of February, and they're open every weekend then until April when they open up fully. So there you go, I just thought I'd leave you with one last look at this view from the promenade. And I hope you like the video. If you do, hit the like button and also hit subscribe and tick the bell for notifications of new videos, and I will see you again on the next one.